Now I am very excited to welcome back the top proxy in all of Las Vegas from footballcontest.com, Mr. Vegas Matty. You can follow Matty on X at Vegas underscore Matty. My man, here we are. We're creeping into August. Football's around the corner. How you been over the summer?
Staying busy. I had a little time off in July to enjoy with the family with my wife and daughter in Utah. But now it's time to go crazy and get as many people signed up as possible this month. So Tony did an awesome job for us carrying the load most of July. And we're rocking and rolling now, trying to do some media stuff and get people hyped about these massive contests going on in Las Vegas.
How you not get hyped about it, man? It is so exciting. It's
A
here.
lot of money.
Football's about exactly 30 days away, really, for the beginning of the regular season. So
Oh boy,
here we are. Here we are. 30-day countdown, my friend. Well, I have to ask, my man. We here at the Oddsbreakers have had such a great relationship with you guys, but I notice your hat looking a little different today. I'm wondering what is going on with that. Is that a logo, a new logo?
Yeah, new logo, new website, the whole deal. We launched it back in May, and new branding. We're just trying to get our name out there a little bit more, and thought, hey, we'll do a new logo and everything like that. So we had the same logo probably for about 10, 15 years, something like that. We hired a design firm. We went back and forth. And the website, if you haven't gone to footballcontest.com lately, man, it looks a lot sleeker, and we've got a new survivor interface for our clients to use that's going to track their picks throughout the season. Basically, if you get knocked out, it's going to remove that, and you won't be able to make a pick for that entry. And it'll show you all your picks throughout the season. It's going to be just a lot smoother. So we're kind of just taking the next step with everything and hoping that our clients enjoy the big changes.
Oh, I'm excited for the changes, my man. And for the people that really don't know what's going on, maybe some newer listeners to the Odds Breakers, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you guys do at footballcontest.com?
Sure. So we run the leading proxy service in Las Vegas for football contests, and you need a proxy if you live outside Nevada and you want to participate in these contests. So you need to either be able to put your picks in on your own in person on a weekly basis or via the app within Nevada state lines, or you can hire us to do it for you. And what we do is we'll meet you down at Circa or the Westgate, make sure you get signed up, fill out paperwork, and then we'll walk you through how you make picks with us during the season, which we have an online portal where you'll log in with a username and password, and then basically you'll have deadlines that you need to hit to get the picks in, and that's pretty much it. We try to make it as simple as possible. We're pretty much available 24/7 customer service wise for people that signed up if you have any questions, but we're scheduling appointments as well. If you go to footballcontest.com, if you click the simple sign up button on our website, you can schedule an appointment with us. Most of our appointments are in the morning. We have some afternoon ones, but we're trying to expand really the schedule so we can meet as many people as possible before those first Sunday of games kick off, because the deadline to sign up for Circa is 3 p.m. Pacific time. Or actually, it might be 2 p.m. Pacific time at Circa, yeah. And then Westgate, I think, is 3 p.m. So we're just trying to get as many people signed up as possible, and hoping these overlays go away quickly for everyone. And I think Derek really doesn't have anything to worry about this year.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, I was going to ask you what the biggest contests are in Vegas, but I think you kind of
think you know.
I mean, let's talk about it. You know, you got the Circa Survivor that's up this game to 15 million guaranteed, and we had 14. It blew away last year's it 10 million guaranteed last year, and just blew it away by almost a third. It is just absolutely crazy, and it sounds like it's well on its way this year. Why don't you give us an update of the two biggest contests in millions in Survivor?
Sure. I mean, the Circa Survivor contest guaranteed $15 million, as you mentioned there. They need to hit 15,000 entries to prevent that overlay. I think they're a little over 4,000 right now. And as you know, it's probably going to hit. We probably have 4 or 5 times what the current entries are these last few weeks. I think there's about a little over 4 weeks left to sign up. So tons of people come out in August, even like the last week, the last few days in early September. So you can expect those numbers to just fly. I think there'll probably be over 20,000 entries in the Circa Survivor contest, which means it's all going back to the contestants. So it'll be a pot of over $20 million, which is amazing. And that's that would be $5 million more than Derek's currently guaranteeing, and make him feel a little bit easier about all giving his money away.
Well, it's funny. We've been doing this a while, and I don't remember this many, not even nearly this many signups this early. So whatever he's doing, he's definitely doing it right. And
yep.
20 million. There has been survivors where there's one winner. Imagine that is not just.
It hasn't happened in Circa Survivor yet, but I think there's been like multiple winners every single year. Those, even despite him adding those crazy holiday weeks around Thanksgiving and Christmas where you have to make extra picks, so you actually have to go 20-0 to get to the end. But the first year there was 35 winners of the Survivor. They split 35 ways, 70,000 apiece. We were fortunate to have 13 of those people, and we've had only one since then, which is crazy, about $1.53 million. And on top 24/7, our guy Billy Chippis, he cashed a giant check for that a few years ago, and we're looking to get some more people in the game that can cash that Survivor ticket. We had one guy who lost in week 18 last year, trying to go 20-0, and that was a heartbreaker. He had the Atlanta Falcons against the Carolina Panthers when they lost in overtime, and I'll never watch a Survivor pick with a client again. I felt very bad for him, but he hedged pretty nicely. He sold a portion of his entry like after Thanksgiving, I believe, and so it wasn't too bad of a situation for him. But that's the thing, a lot of guys,
he made money then. He made
in
money
a position
because
to at least hedge around Thanksgiving time and take that $1,000 entry fee and at least parlay that into something bigger. But the million's got a little bit to go, but it's I believe it's on pace for over 6,000 entries as well. It's the guarantee in that is $6 million, and that's a pick 5 contest. You got to pick 5 teams against the spread each week for the 18 weeks. It'll be interesting to see. But they've had the same guarantee the last 3 years, I think, and they haven't been able to hit it. It was like 5,800 entries last year, so Derek still had to come out of pocket for the overlay. And that's basically, the overlay is any kind of money that Derek has to come out of pocket to make up for the difference in the entry fees, because it is all these contests, including the Grandissimo, which is the big $100,000 entry Survivor contest. They're all have a guaranteed prize pool. So Derek needs to hit certain entry levels to be able to not come out of pocket. Like I said, we're hoping that he doesn't have to do that this year, and it's looking like he's going to be safe.
It's looking good so far. And you just mentioned, I was going to ask you what are some of the changes happening at Circa Contest, and Derek Stevens kind of decided to just put his foot down and say this is the Grandissimo. I know that I believe Westgate pulled out a contest for Survivor that was about 10 grand, and they're
doing a $5,000 Survivor contest over at the Westgate, similar to their gold contest for Super Contest,
right,
which is a pick 5. That's a winner take all $5,000 entry. I think it's a 3 limit. It used to be where you can only sign up one time, but they upped the entry limit in that. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I think they'll probably get between 100 and 150 entries in that Survivor contest over at the Westgate. But the Grandissimo is the giant one. So
there's already like 11 entries in that.
Yeah, 11 entries. We're lucky. Yeah, we've got.
It's going to blow away 1.5 million of guaranteed.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, I mean, I think they'll probably hit 30, so that would be twice as much. That would be a nice prize pool. If it hits 30, it's 30 or $3 million guaranteed prize pool for those people that are in there. And we'll see what happens. But there's going to be, I know at least of a few more people that we've got that are coming in with the big money in the next few weeks. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But again, like $100,000, I know it is a lot of money. I don't want to downplay it or anything, but a lot of these guys are groups that might go in with like $10,000 a piece. You get 10 guys willing to do that and put it together, then that's how you end up with it. But then there's big ballers too that put the whole 100,000 in. So it kind of varies.
Well, what's great is it's still one entry, and there's only 30 entries, so it's a different strategy. For the most part, it's not like you're not going to still be somewhat contrarian, because if all the favorites win, there's going to be people splitting it at the end, right? There's going to be times where you're going to still be contrarian, but I think it's going to be more favorites based, probably, at least in the beginning, for this Grandissimo. And we saw what happened to the favorites the last 2 years in Survivor. The first favorites were just not good plays, but that's how it is. What's interesting is, like, I was going to talk about changes with Circa. There isn't a lot of changes. The rules for the millions, I believe, is the same. Maybe up the entries. I think you can get 5 or 10 entries, I believe.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, everything's pretty much the same. I mean, as I used to say, it's like if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. So they're just rolling with it. Like, people had asked about a college contest too, and Circa doesn't need to do a college contest. The Westgate, on the other hand, Tony and I had pitched Jay Cornegay and John Murray over there the last few years on doing a college contest, because we thought it would be huge. The Nugget, Golden Nugget, was really the only place that you could play college games in with your pro picks. They have the Ultimate Football Challenge there for years, and they decided not to do it this year. And now the Westgate's really the only game in town as far as college football goes. And they're actually going to kick off their contest in week 1 of the college season. So you've only got about 3 weeks to sign up for that one. That's a $500 buy-in. You take 7 picks each week for 14 weeks, starting in week 1 of the college season. So I think it finishes up around Thanksgiving time. And it's a great contest. You can enter up to 10 times. Signed up our buddy Paul Stone yesterday at the Westgate. One of the sharpest college guys we all know. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It should be a pretty sharp crowd in there, and a tough contest.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a tough contest with those kind of sharp college bettors there. We had Paul on last week, and he's great. And I might have to dip my toes in there as well. I think me and Step on a Duck is going to jump in on a couple of those. So we love our college football, and we always asked Derek to do it too. He just never needed to. He still doesn't need to. But hey, we did the William Hill one, and they just did a poor job of managing it. I think that this new college one's just going to be so much better. Do you know when the deadlines for the college contest is this year?
Yeah, I think it's like August 31st, which is not August 31st. Hold on. August 29th. So the Friday, the deadline's going to be every Friday to get your picks in, because they want to have
Friday night.
Friday night. Yeah, well, Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, all picks need to be in. So our deadline's probably going to be 3 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh, 3.
Okay. Give us a little cushion. Yeah, all picks have to be in at the book by 5 p.m. so they can kind of publicize those picks and get them in there in time for games on Saturday. So, they want to be able to promote that stuff on Friday night. So that's why they made the deadline a little earlier. It should be a pretty good board, though. John Murray had told me, they're going to put everything pretty much on the board outside of the just really small school games. So you're going to have probably 40 to 60 games to choose from to make those 7 picks every week.
Will it be totals in it?
No totals. No totals, just sides. Okay. So, totals are a little tough. I know they had them in the Golden Nugget contest years ago, and some of the guys that would do fairly well would always jump on the line moves, that was.
Oh, I wish there was totals. I wish there was totals. I'll go with what they're giving us, man. But no, it's great that he's got the number of games, and the deadline's pretty good at 3 p.m. because you're going to get most of the injury information, as it's said, that's going to go out on Friday anyway. Yeah. Of course, there's questionable things that happen on Saturday, but there's no time before that.
Yeah, it's very similar to the NFL contest. I mean, all the picks have to be in on Saturday and for the Sunday game. So you're going to have a comparable amount of time to handicap the games, and I think the lines will still come out on Wednesday. But a little shorter turnaround. But yeah, I mean, it should work out pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. It should. And I'm excited for that. Make sure you follow your beat writers. So there you have it. What about you guys? What's some changes going on at footballcontest.com besides your wonderful new logos?
Yeah, I mean, the website is like a lot pretty streamlined, and like I said, with the survivors, the big change, just people who enter the survivor contest in the past, we just had everything built for up to 10 entries, and you just pick the entries that you had on there and submit. This year, everything is like kind of customized to how many entries you do. So if you only have 2 entries, you'll only see 2 entries on your screen. You'll be able to edit the picks. You could go in like early, as soon as the previous week's games are over, and you could save your pick if you think that you have a team in mind that you're going to take, and then go back in and finalize them later. So that's kind of cool too, because some people like to lock in there, at least have something in there, and then you don't have to worry about changing your mind. You can go in there and edit the pick before you finalize it. So you have something going in. You can kind of have leans early in the week and put those in there. And then once you save it and finalize it, then that's when you're locked in, and we'll get the picks. We'll put them in. We'll respond as usual. And with the millions too, not too much different there. Try to make it a little bit more user friendly. We got away with the radio buttons this year, and it's kind of like a touch thing on the website where it'll have green check marks pop up for the picks that you have, and just try to make it look a little more clean and user friendly. Try to test it on mobile as well on your phone to make sure it looks okay and stuff like that. Because we just want it to be as easy as possible for you guys.
What happens if I get in Survivor and I'm knocked out the first week or two?
Well, that's a very good question, because you've probably seen that we are the only proxy service that offers a refund credit program this year. So if you get knocked out any of the first 3 weeks, we are basically going to give you a refund credit based on your proxy fees for the following year. So if you get knocked out in the first week, we'll give you a 50% credit on the proxy fee for the following year.
Wow.
If you get knocked out in week 2, it's going to be 40%. And then in week 3, 30%. So we're trying to give back a little bit. We understand that a lot of people got killed last year, and we felt bad. I mean, honestly, like, even though it lightens our load and we have less work to do, we feel for our clients, and we want them to do as good as possible. So that's kind of our way of trying to give back and also locking you in for the following year. So, I mean,
it's 50% off basically. That is a killer deal, man. 50, 40, and 30 for weeks 1, 2, and 3. That is
more it is. It's not the entry fees, but it is the proxy fees. So once you get that locked in, and that's cool. The cool thing about our new system too is we'll be able to track everything. It'll show us how many entries get knocked out each week, and then we can go in and kind of just note that for our records, and then we'll offer you promo codes for the following year to sign up and all that good stuff. So the goal is to get through that first 3 weeks at the minimum, and hopefully get through Thanksgiving and into December, where you can really kind of hedge your way into making some good money no matter what.
Well, that's amazing. And I do not see why anyone would not go with you guys with such a wonderful give back to your great clients. And that is just a huge perk by going with footballcontest.com. Matty, why don't you tell everybody how to get in these contests and where to sign up?
Yeah, I mean, just go to our website. Everything's pretty simple. You could see our proxy rates. If you just click reserve proxy, you'll see a page with a breakdown of the contests and what they cost and all that kind of thing. If you go to the simple sign up button, it'll take you to a spot to reserve a time with us, day and time. It'll send us an email. We'll coordinate with you. Tony's handling all of the scheduling and stuff. So we'll try to make it as easy as possible for you to get into both places, to Circa and the Westgate, because we're available at both places every single day. And that's basically it. There's a breakdown of all the contests on our website at footballcontest.com. And it'll break down, it'll kind of have a summary of each contest, what the prize pools are. We've got the rules up there, pretty much everything that you can imagine. I mean, we're helping market these contests too. I think 90% of the contest entrants are from out of state, something like that. I think Jeff Benson 90%. Had noted that the other day. We were featured in an article actually yesterday in the Las Vegas Review Journal, and he was quoted as saying something like that. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, these contests wouldn't be what they are without allowing people to get into them from out of state. But you do have to get to Vegas to sign up in person or have a buddy do it for you. And then we can take over from there, and we'll make sure that you have access to our website so that you can make the picks every week and kind of go from there. But it's getting to the point where you got to make your travel plans quickly. And we did want to throw out too that promo code for your viewers and listeners out there. If you use promo code OB for odds breakers, you get $50 off your proxy service. So on top of the refund credit program and everything else, we're doing that for you guys. And hopefully, you can get signed up with us. And that's you can mention that in person or prepay. It's a lot of guys like to save their cash for the tables or whatever. So we do give you the opportunity to pay online with us, Venmo, Zelle, whatever you want to, however you want to pay us, that's fine. And we're just looking forward to an awesome season and really hoping to get that first Circa Million winner. It's crazy because these contests have been around. The Circa Million's been around since 2019, and I think we've had every place possible except for first place. So our top guy last year finished in second place, a half point out. He had second place, $500,000. So he was pretty happy with that because I think he was like top 5 going into week 18. So, but we want that Circa Million winner. That's the only thing, like the only contest that our clients have not won yet. So hopefully this is the year.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's the year for my selfish reasons as well, my man. If you can just get through that Survivor with the only win, obviously you're probably going to negotiate something when it gets down to 10, 15 players. But hey, man, that would be awesome for you guys to hold that prize. Make sure you get down to Vegas. I'll be there August 21st with the 24th, hanging with Maddie, hanging with Tony, talking about contests. Make sure you come in and have a great time with us. Get signed up. Maddie, we'll be texting, my friend. Have a wonderful weekend.